What's up, everyone, and welcome to Project X Talk Extra, where we cover news, games, and whatever else that didn't quite make the main show. I'm your host, Kevin, aka the Muffin Mon, and today I'm joined by the future of esports himself. It's almost 3 a.m. where he is. How are you doing, Amon?
I'm doing as good as ever. Excited to talk about some new trailers.
It's a good thing you're on vacation, buddy, and you can rest up tomorrow because it's a long night. We're also joined by Mr. Physical Copy himself, Ethan. How are you doing?
Hello, I'm doing amazing. We're going to talk about Star Wars, which is my favorite franchise in the history of the universe. So here we go. Let's do it.
That's right. We are here today to talk about Star Wars Jedi Survivor as it has
Ooh.
officially been announced. It was revealed at the end of last week and is currently set to come out in 2023 for PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. The title will pick up 5 years after the events of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, and we're going to react to the trailer right now. I have yet to watch it. So
Oh, okay. So it's like a
let's
live,
yeah, this is
live
literally a live
reaction.
react
Yeah.
for me.
Okay.
I know you guys have
Oh,
seen it, but let's give it a go. I should also know I've never played the first one. Um
I don't think you'll like it because it's very Uncharted.
Again, I heard
It's
it's
yeah.
Souls like.
I want to say it's not as hard as Souls games, but then it's very Uncharted
Yo, is
oriented.
that Starfield ship?
shut up. You want to turn the volume up a little bit on it?
I volume was off. I didn't want a copyright strike.
Oh, we'll be fine.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I say I don't even
That's
know.
an interesting shot right there.
Can you guys even hear the
I got some
volume?
stuff to
No,
talk about
I
there.
don't think it's going to work, but that's okay.
It's okay. Jedi. Oh, you guys have to explain to me. I don't even know what I'm looking at. Some dude in a tube.
It's possibly somebody from the first game. We're probably going to debate about it, though.
Yo, is that Sephiroth?
No, definitely not.
You sure?
Yo, Cal
Star
Kestis looking
Wars
yoked, though.
Jedi.
He looks like he's been lifting a little
Hitting
bit.
the gym.
Yeah,
Hitting
he's
the
been
gym.
hitting the gym. He's preparing.
He's yeah, let me tell you, he's ready to not to ignore search warrants and just bust into places.
Ignore
Like
search
that's
warrants.
what he's that's what he's looking like. All right, so that was my first time seeing it. Not really much in there for someone that hasn't played the first
More of
one.
a
For
teaser,
me,
yeah.
yeah, definitely a teaser. What's your overall feelings, Ethan? We'll go to you first.
I mean, it looks exciting. It looks like it's picking up where we left off. He's still trying to escape the Inquisitors, still trying to go around the galaxy, probably looking for other Jedi. The Inquisitors look a lot tougher in this one. I think the big question that everyone is talking about is I'm assuming this character right here that's playing right now is an Inquisitor of some sort, the robed character.
I
But
don't think it's an Inquisitor, but we'll get onto that.
Okay. It might be just a straight up Sith. Who knows? And we could debate about what Sith that is. But we're also looking at this gentleman that's in the Bacta tank. There's a lot of talk about this possibly being Terran Malicos, who was a rogue Jedi that you found. I forget which planet, but you found him in the first game, and he was one of the main antagonists besides the Inquisitors. A lot of people are saying it's him. I don't know. You don't see the same scars. Some people are saying it's possibly a clone. Some people are just saying it's a brand new character. So it's yet to be seen. The way they're kind of sitting in the back to tank though makes me kind of believe it could be a clone, because that's kind of how the clone troopers were made by the Kimonians. That they basically put them in these back to tanks to grow, and then once they were children, they released them and started their training. But if you just wanted to grow a person in a back to tank straight up, you could do that. So it might make sense, but we'll see.
Amon, what are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm pretty much with you there, Ethan. I do think the guy in the tube.
What was
Dog,
that?
the streets are wild out there.
The
That dog
streets are
is
going
that
crazy in
dog
the
is out of
Maldives,
control.
folks.
Okay, we'll come back to Amon. But for me, this is a very confusing trailer to watch without having any context because I don't know who any of
Yeah.
these people are. Again, I'm making jokes. It does look like the shot from the Starfield ship. It does look like Sephiroth in this tank. Clearly, it isn't. I just I don't know. From the way he's looking at him, I can't tell if it's like, oh, he's surprised that he's seeing them in the tank, or if he's like nursing him back to health. Because he's
Yeah,
like,
his facial expression doesn't really give off like a concerned vibe. It kind of looks like a cold look on his
yeah,
face. It's just he's looking at something he's seen before. So that's interesting what that could possibly be. There's a lot of debate about that too. But yeah, there's not too much in here from the first game, really. That's the only context that you would kind of look for is who that person is. But in terms of somebody who hasn't played the first game before, there's not much in here that you're missing. Honestly, it's a pretty straightforward story about a Jedi that, during Order 66 escaped as a child, and he grew up basically hiding from the Empire, and now they found him, and he's trying to find other Jedi at this point.
okay.
Yeah, I do agree with you there, Ethan. I do think that guy in the back to tube is Taron Malicos. I think I'm 100% sure that is him, or a clone of him, because it's very similar. The tattoo on his shoulder also looks very similar to the one from the game, so I'm pretty certain. But the character we're seeing on screen right
Yeah, I
now,
want to stop it right there
yeah,
because you wanted to talk about that character.
Yeah.
I don't think that's any Inquisitor. Because look at the armor, look at his
The
his
robes are
shin,
very
yeah.
Sith-like.
It's not a rogue. No, I'm talking. I think this is Revan here.
No.
Look at that
Revan
hood.
is
Look
from
at that
the old
chest plate. Look at
this
it could be a vision. It could be like a vision because we had those in
it could
the first
be.
game.
There's a possibility it could be a vision, but I mean, the idea that this is actually Revan, obviously, I don't think is possible. I mean, Revan's
Look
from
at
the
that
old
chest
Republic
plate, though.
area.
Yeah.
He's-
I mean, it might not be Revan, but it could be a Force Ghost. It could be a holocron. It could be a vision.
That's
I
a
think
good
that's very
point
possible.
because I'm assuming
Because
on
that
his
chest plate
adventures
looks
to
very
find
similar.
on his adventures to find other Jedi, I'm sure he's going to stumble across, Sith temples and different holocrons
Yeah.
from the past. If he finds a holocron from Darth Revan and the old Republic era, man, that would be a crazy tie-in right there. That'd be really interesting.
And I think that would make Old Republic canon as well, because this game is supposed to be in the main Star Wars continuity. It's canon.
Yeah.
And there are rumors that Cameron Monaghan, he might be making his live action debut pretty soon.
So I've seen people say that these games are canon and like gonna tie in with like Obi-Wan and future Star Wars projects. So like, is that something that like, how do you guys feel about that? Them making like video games important to the canon of Star Wars?
I don't mind it as long as they don't make it confusing in the sense that you can make like a bunch of different choices in the game that could affect the world. Like it doesn't really make sense to make something canon in a universe when you could have different endings. It's kind of weird. It's kind of the same way about Mass Effect 4, as a lot of people are wondering how the hell are they going to do Mass Effect 4, because 90% of endings that people have, Commander Shepard just dies. Spoiler alert for Mass Effect 3 if you haven't played it in the last decade, but it doesn't really make sense. I don't know. We'll see.
Well,
Me personally, I don't mind it being canon. But I think I actually prefer it being canon because, like, when characters such as Darth Vader or characters we know and love pop in the game, it would be cool to know. Oh, this is directly after the events of this movie or this TV show. So yeah, I think me personally that because I'm more of a movie and TV person. It's Star Wars particularly myself, so I would prefer it being canon, and it'd be cool, seeing characters we already know pop up in the games.
Yeah.
My big takeaway is I'm glad that this is a current gen, I'm done calling it next gen, current gen only title, because clearly I think that we need to start, the cutoff is happening. We need to start transitioning away from PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and we want these games to look as good as possible. This is clearly one that you want to look as good as possible. Like watching it in 4K right now, obviously this isn't gameplay, it's cinematics, but it looks really good. Like, this is the level of quality that during a cutscene, at least, like I want to expect on my console. And if we're making games for last gen, I just don't think we're going to be able to produce this kind of quality.
Yeah, and this team definitely can pump out the quality that you're looking for. I remember Jedi Fallen Order, the first one, it was knock your socks off quality. I mean, it still is the best looking Star Wars video game ever made, in my opinion, is Jedi Fallen Order. So this team has the pedigree, they have the ability to do it. I can't wait to see what they produce here with this game on next generation hardware.
Well, if any audio listeners want to check out the trailer and you haven't, it is on YouTube. You can come watch us. The trailer's right here. One of sound, but you're not really missing much without the sound. But guys, where can they find you if they want more of your Star Wars takes?
They can find me at White Cedar 1 on Twitter and Gravy3448 on Xbox.
Amon?
You can find me on Twitter at Amon_M05.
And you can find me at the Muffin Mon. It's a 107I and 07A. Follow us at Project X Talk to stay up to date with all of our latest. Make sure to hit the like button, share, and subscribe to the channel as we're approaching 500 now. We got a good jump into 400. We really appreciate everyone's support lately. Been crushing it. Let's keep it up and get to 1,000. Until next week, we'll see you. Goodbye.